Today, from Brooklyn, New York, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Tyler Huntley and the Brooklyn Bulls taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Brooklyn Bulls. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
They had no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
A 3-year starter at the University of Utah. He got his NFL opportunity as Lamar Jackson's backup in Baltimore, mainly because he possessed similar qualities. Excellent runner, big-time arm, just has to grow in accuracy and avoiding mistakes.
This drive starts with a Haskins carry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Shifts by him, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Huntley. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. There he goes, right side. Touchdown! Chigakakwo, 71 yards. And the Bulls are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior. whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations. He's doing everything in his power to follow through.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This complete to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And to throw again is Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And they'll go again with Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Lawrence to throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Haskins trying to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Huntley. Rolling to his right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 33 yards that time. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Huntley to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chigacancro. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April or May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Etienne up the middle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Straight ahead, Etienne. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now Lawrence. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Huntley. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. On 4th down, Huntley being chased out left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's got some space here. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give to Etienne running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bulls are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence going to throw again. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This one's at the half with a score of 17-7.
Dameon Pierce.
A touchdown run in that first half. From there, we head up to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Patrick Mahomes with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another tote for ETN. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Adafe Owe in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Pulled in at the 24. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Back to throw. Huntley. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chigakakro with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Looking to throw on second down. Huntley, and he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Off the play fake. Huntley rolling to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
No return here for Claybrooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. He was looking for Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
2nd and 6. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Lawrence to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Now Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Odafe Owe able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Lawrence with a completion to Kirk. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He completes it to Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Lawrence. This will be caught at about the 6. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the home team here, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener.